Hi everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam. Thanks for joining for today's Mixed Media Frenzy, where a bunch of scrappers and mixed media peeps get together and hop around YouTube doing some mixed media, lifting some awesome layouts. Don't forget to check out the links down below where you will find links to everybody else taking part this week, which is obviously the mixed media crew. There are quite a few of us. I have been doing this now, I think this is my 5th or 6th. After I was asked to join. I've never considered myself a mixed media kind of guy, but I guess I kind of am because I do some mixed media. I don't do it to the extent of some people, but then actually I kind of think that's a good idea because it shows that mixed media can be done by everybody. Because if I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, this week we are lifting this gorgeous layout by Scrapolotti from France. Sorry if I've said that wrong. And we've got this large circular element which is pink, and then some sort of script or element stamped and stenciled over the top. And what strikes me is the 3x4 photo and the one big element, the title here with a circular element there, and then a sort of diagonal of embellishments. So we've got the butterflies and the florals and the phrase and then some more up there, and I really love that idea of a big shape photo and then sort of a diagonal there. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I will obviously put my own spin on it, and I will apologise now if I'm croaky or not talking loud enough because it sounds like I'm shouting at the minute. But yeah, let's get on with it. So I pulled out a few different bits and bobs. I've got a piece of 12x12 white textured cardstock. Don't know if you can see that. Whilst we are doing a bit of mixed media, I love textured cardstock and I got out of the habit of using it, so I am using it. And we're not really doing much wet whilst we have got stuff here. I've got 3 ink pads, 2 Catherine Pooler and a new Simon Hurley. Simon Hurley is in Midnight Snack, and Catherine Pooler Be Mine and Catherine Pooler's Mint to Be. These are both from the Party collection. So that are the stamps. I know I'm using pink. What the heck is happening? So that is some inks that we're going to be using, and I think our main colour is going to be pink. I'm scrapbooking this photo. This is from Chris, I think 3-4 years ago. I didn't actually know, but I really like the photo, so I got his mum to send it to me because, as I say, I really love it. I think it's an excellent photo. So it's just going to be one of those photos that I scrap because I like it rather than being a memory as such, if that makes sense. Then I have this stencil, which is the Floral Heart stencil from Simple Stories. Now, in my haste to open the packet, I have cut the stencil there, but it doesn't take anything away from the actual stenciling, so that's fine. And this is the Floral Heart, but it's from the collection I am using today, which is Happy Hearts. You have to get that right because Pinkfresh have Happy Heart, but this is Happy Hearts. It's very pink, it's very florally, it's very lovey-dovey, but I don't know why I was really drawn to this collection. So we are going to use it, and I love this paper, my favourite paper. So that is what we are using. I've also pulled out an All and Create number 383 stamp. This is an A6 stamp. And then we have got the Studio Light Exclusive Textures stamp from Art by Marlene, because as we know, this is my favourite stamp. Well, I don't know if you do know, but I think it is. And I just love all the elements there. So I think I'm going to use all 3 of them, but let's see what happens when we get going. I have also pulled out some Bramble Fox perspectives because I'm on a real drive, having been in the process of reorganising them, which I will show you soon. So I've got 3 potentials. Well, I've got 2. I've either got favourite photograph or remember these days because he was out chilling in the garden with his mum and friends. So they are there. I've also got this pack of mini perspectives. Now this isn't available as this set from Bramble Fox. This is available from Dotty About Flair and it's part of our exclusive kit. So each month we have exclusive Bramble Fox and Dotty About Flair kit, and that is that. And I have got one of the little love hearts saying sweetheart. Again, don't know what we'll use, if we'll use whatever. I've got the February release of Dotty About Flare, epoxy and normal flare. Look at all of that goodness. Love it. And of course there are some pinks in here and purples. That's all available on the website as well. Little shameless plug. I've got 3 Nuvo drops because this is my new obsession. Now I have figured out how to do them and that they are self-leveling. I'm adding them to everything. What I thought is they might work on some of these dots on the actual stenciling depending on how the embellishment goes. Don't know if these colours are going to work. I know this one matches quite well. This might be too bright, but we'll see. I don't mind a mix of colours. Nuvo Mica Mist in Pecan Peach, because there are quite a few that's not the best thing to show you. There are a few peachy orangey elements in it, and I've never figured out why. Maybe it's just mine, maybe I don't know. But these all go very bumpy. No idea why that happens. Maybe, I don't know. Because it's only Simple Stories puffies that do it. All the others are fine. We've got a Shimmers Vibes, Before Dawn, a black, Heidi Swap Colour Shine, Hot Pink, and Sweet Mint. Again, might be too bright, we'll see. They're just going to be for splatters. And Dina Wakley Gloss Spray in Magenta, which I need to open, so let's do that now. There we go. Just coming round. There we go. Okay, now this should fall off. There we go. So that is what we are using. So it's not going to be anything extraordinary mixed media, but you know, it's what I can do at the minute, and I really wanted to get this video out there. I will cut my photo, I think probably 4x4, and I'll probably put it somewhere like this, but we'll see. So let's get started with this, and I'm going to follow the line. Plastic there. I'm going to follow the line of embellishments, so sort of like we'll start them here and we'll go up to here. So I want the stencil to be roughly in the middle to the right. So middle that way. Okay, so that is 6x6 there. So something like that, just because I'm lazy. That'll roughly do. I'm not going to tape it down or anything because there's quite a bit of opportunity for holding it. Now I'm going to do pink. Don't know if I'm going to like it. It's going to be a masculine layout because obviously it's a photo of Chris, but we're going to be using lots of pink. But then I will sort of add to that pink with the blues and the mints with the stamps. That's the plan, and lots of splatters. This ink pad looks a bit dodge. It's not very moist. It's not very moist at all, actually. I don't know if this is going to work. Let me just test this. See, you get it all here, warts and all. Yeah, that's not going to work. That ink pad has, I don't know what's happened to it really. And I don't have another pink, believe it or not. I don't have a distressing pink. Okay, so change of plan. Sorry, I was just grabbing another ink pad. Ink blender. Change of plan, we're going to do it in mint. Because I just think, oh, that one looks a bit dried out. Well, this isn't very good, is it, guys? Let's just go for it with this one. I think the sort of midnight snack blue, the navy blue, will just be a bit too dark. Hence not choosing that as much as I would love to, but I am using the black and white photo. Now I do have this photo printed in colour and black and white, and I do fully intend on scrapping both, so if you see me scrapping the same photo, I haven't gone mad. I just really like the difference each gives. Chris looks so happy and jolly, he's having a great day, his smile. So that is why, if you see me doing it again. Okay, so we're just going to keep going. I'm getting the ink out of this, so I probably would have with the pink, but I just wasn't going to risk it. Obviously I do have to go, it does take a little bit longer because it is textured, but that doesn't bother me because I love the look of the textured. And sometimes with the stamps it can give a bit of a distress look, which I just love. I think I need to speak to the company about this because those ink pads aren't that old. Okay. And Catherine Poole are supposed to be very moist. Need to get that out of there. Just wipe that on my trouser. Okay. Just sort of pressing into it like that because it is textured. My hand's aching now. Just want to make sure I don't go over the line like usual. Go. Okay. Nearly there, guys. Didn't want to do this off camera since this is a big part of my mixed media, if you can call it that. I guess it is. I'm a bit hard on myself there. Because it's media and it's mixed. Go. Just filling them in, giving it a bit of a tap, get into all the grooves of the textured paper. There we go. Sorry, I'm not very good at talking when I do stuff like this because I'm concentrating so much. So I'm just doing this now just to give it a darker colour to also get into those grooves. So there is our lovely heart. I love that. I really love that actually. Okay, so just put this brush back. And as I say, that was mint to be because I think that is a pretty good match for the mint in this collection. If we look, it's like spot on. Okay. And now what I think I want to do is I'm wondering if we put this stencil back on just roughly there. Okay. I think it would be quite nice to put a little bit of splatters through the stencil. What do we think? Yeah, but what I'm going to do, just because this is Adam, and I know what Adam's like, I am going to cover the edges. Because otherwise the splatters will go everywhere. So I'm just using scrap papers to do this. So it's just to make sure I don't go over the outside edge rather. Okay. Now, I would quite like some blue splatters, so what I'll do is we'll get some packaging. It's just a sheet of plasticky stuff. I think this is stuff that some of my equipment slash parts for Dotty About Flair come in. We're just going to go like this. And where did I put the water in my sort out? Does anybody know? There it is. Spray a bit of water there. Get a paintbrush. Just try and mix that up a bit. So I've watered it down considerably. Okay, and then we're just gonna splatter along there like so. I think I've got more on the stencil and the paper so far, but no problem. So, as I say, the only reason why I have put the card around the stencil is I can't control splatters. It goes where it wants to go. So putting this there just means that it's not going to go outside of the heart, because I thought that'd be quite funky to have some splatters on the heart. Obviously we will do more splatters. Okay, so that is that. I wonder if I get a bit more out of there. Spill the pad everywhere, as always, Adam. Just wipe that up. Obviously last time I did that it was this black one here, face on the mat, obviously. Okay, so let's see if we can get some more. I know I put no additional water, so it might not work. Okay, no problem. So that's like a watered down blue, which I actually quite like. So that is good, but I will also grab the Heidi Swap Colour Shine Navy, I think. This can just go in the bin. So I've got the Colour Shine in Navy. Just gonna go like this. I only want a few. Okay, I just want a couple there. There we go. And I think this might look like absolute rubbish when we're done. Who knows? And I'm also going to use the gloss spray from Dina Wakley. It's very pink, but okay. It's also very, very bright pink, but that's fine. See, I want some in this little flower there. Get them in there. There we go. So it looks a hot mess right now. So let's see what it looks like if we remove the stencil. So there is our heart. And as you can see, loads on the sheet, so it's a good job I did that. So that is our finished heart, which I really like actually. So we're just going to set that off there to dry for a minute. It shouldn't take too long because there isn't much on it. There we go. We will leave these sprays out, but we can get rid of these two, I think. And let's cut our photo down a little bit. So obviously the heart is quite small. I would have liked it to have been bigger, but we are sticking to it. So let's see what we can do with this photo. Thinking 4x4, but let's try 5x4. Let's see. See, that's a little bit. Didn't think this one through, did I, guys? Obviously, I don't want to go to 3x4 because that would just pretty much be Chris's head. But I think we might have to. Let's have a look. I'm just going to go for it. We're going to do it. And the next one I do that's colour, because that's still a gorgeous photo. The next one I do in colour, I will use the full 6x4, I think. Okay. Now I do want to matte the photo. I have got the 6x8 pad. So I'm just going to set this off here. I just love the navy in this collection. That's my favourite paper. So let's do... So there is a mix of white and cream in this collection. I'm just going to map the photo on white. And then I think we'll go with a navy matte, which is just going to draw your attention to the photo on top of that mint heart. Because it is quite soft at the minute. And I do want this to be colourful. And this is going to be a fairly long video, I'm afraid, because I am on a bit of a go slow, as I said yesterday. But this is a lot different to Flare. Flare is very manual, and yeah, it's different. So our photo is going to go about there. So I'm thinking, can't really get it onto that. I love these full pages, but is it just me that struggles to use them? Like, I love it, but gosh, I struggle to use it. Okay. I think it's going to need to be this paper. There we go, so let's just cut this out. It's quite a cute collection. It's a lot different to last year's Valentine's collection, which I do have a lot of from kits. But I definitely prefer this one, even though there is a sloth in last year's. Okay, so that's gonna get, that looks gorgeous. I think we will lift it up on foam, but before we do that, because I didn't forget this, we need to do our stamping. Okay. So I kind of wanted to use this, but now that I've got it all here, it's going to be too big. No two ways about that. I have got this one. So there is one there that I would like to use. So let's grab that. I've got my acrylic block. Just gonna, this is a new stamp. I've used one of them. I've now got my stamps in a much better storage, so I can just pull it out and just dive through it. It's pretty much everything's changed in this room since my tour video. Just so it works better, I've discovered if it's not in front of me, I ain't going to use it. That's what I've discovered. Okay. So this is my first time using these ink pads. So let's see how it goes. So in the inspiration layout, let's remind ourselves before I go stamping all over the page, we have this. So this is a lot smaller, I think, and softer. I'm also not going to do the packaging. So let's pop this here. So I like the way that looks. It just adds a little bit of detail to it, do we think? Pop that there, because then our phone, no, our photo is going to go there. Just wipe that stamp off. I'm so sorry about that. I carried on having a play and just happened to look up and realised that it wasn't recording. Typically. I am very sorry about that. I haven't really done much. I was just having a play, as you can see. I have done some stamping, but now I am worried that we have lost the heart shape. So very quickly, I am going to doodle around it. This might look disastrous, but we won't know until we do it. So just like that, very roughly following the line. And I am going through the stamping. So just so it follows a rough line, that is absolutely terrible. But I think that's going to look better, I hope. I'm not going to stick this up on foam now. This is just going to go sort of there. Then I really want to get these balloons. I'm obsessed with these balloons in this collection. No idea why. So as you can see, you're not going to see where that bad bit was at the bottom. I'm going to use a bit of adhesive, but I'm going to get the strip in down there. And that's just going to poke underneath there, bit of an angle, like so. Like that, and then I'm actually using a banner, guys. I'm not putting it off. I am getting it used. Okay. So that's sort of going to go there. I am going to use a flare and some epoxy flare, I think. That is one of the crosshatch flare. And then I'm going to use a mini epoxy, which I'm going to fling about clearly. And that is just going to go on top of that flare. I just quite like the way that looks. And then, as we said, we're just going to build our embellishments at a bit of an angle. The heart hasn't turned out how I had hoped, I have to be honest with you guys, but we're rolling with it. It is what it is. Can't change it. Can't change it. Okay, so I'm not going to use the Bramble Fox either. It just didn't really fit. It was a bit too big. So I'm just going to pop that there. And then got some of the chipboard here. So just roughly following a kind of one. We've got a bit of paint in that corner, but that's okay. I am going to mention cute again with this one that says succulent, so succulent. It's a bit play on words, quite like that. And this heart, which has eyes, but I don't mind it on a heart when it's like the heart's eyes. So basically this layout it's like a layout for me, I guess, of a picture of Chris. So it's a bit like, oh, I love you sort of thing, but it's not a photo of both of us, obviously. Don't know if that made any sense at all. Then I'm going to put this plane here just because I think it's quite fun. I've got this love you to the moon and back. I'm going to sort of pop that in there. So now you can see that that is a heart even with bad doodling, even though you can't see the bottom of it or a bit of this. Then I think we'll get another EXO. You can't have too many EXOs, can you, on a love page? Even though I don't know about you, but I never use EXO. I know Moira does actually, she does that, and I do love it, but it's not something I do. We've got this little epoxy heart that says follow your heart, and that's going to go there. So we've got the very rough diagonal going on. I will be honest, this page hasn't turned out how I imagined it. I like it, I'm not overly in love with it, but it is what it is. I was going to use some washi under there, but guess what? Adam forgot. Then this is the sticker sheet, which is quite funky, quite like it. That has absolutely nothing to do with our photo, but they were in the garden eating and drinking, so it has some sort of relevance. So we've got a drink, a cupcake and a candle, as you do. Then we've got these two tabs, and I'm going to sort of layer them up and pop them there. So the diagonal is roughly there, and I do like that design, I have to admit. Okay, we've got a couple of florals there, that can go there. We've got this pinky one, I'm not sure that's going to fit in though. That can go there. I love the foam stickers. Simple Stories foam stickers are amazing. I will get them for every collection, even if I don't get anything else. I just think they're super usable, and I love them. The quality is superb. Okay, so there is that. That said, I am a big fan of puffy and foam phrases, hence why I have so many. I just love them. Okay, then I do want to bring in at least one of the Bramble Fox from Dotty About Flair. So let's bring one of the hearts in. This is the speech bubble heart, and I'm going to put it that way. Then let's have a mini Bramble Fox XOXO. These are so dinky and so cute. There we go. And then finally, just a quick check of the Puffy and Brad's. I don't think I'll be bringing this in, although, yeah, why not? Let's bring that in as well. And I'm going to pop that just there. So that just says sweetheart. We are going to cut this bit of the sticker off. As you can see, some of the stamping and paints come through. As it is, it's not even American Crafts textured, it is just cheap. Okay, and don't think we need another flare. Nope, okie dokie. And as I say, let's look at these. Got a lovely floral one there. And another XO. Let's bring an XO up here. I'm not as unhappy with the result as I was before. This says hugs, which we're going to layer. So we've got a flare with a mini epoxy with a puffy sticker. That is the beauty of having different flare styles. They coordinate so well together. And I think that's going to do it. It's quite a minimal layout for me. And that's okay. I do want to add a couple of enamel dots. So let's pop one there and there. Then we'll pop another couple here and there. So that is the Nuvo Drops Rhubarb Crumble. Then we have a Neptune Turquoise. So let's pop a couple of these on. I'm remembering not to put my hand in them. And then finally, let's pop a couple of the orange on, just to bring the orange from the banner and the balloon. This one is new as well, so let's check it. Right, so this one is blocked. So of course I don't want to force it. That is very frustrating. Okay, well we just won't add any of that colour. Not a problem. Let's add a bit of blushing red instead. And there's no way that is red. But there we go, that's what they say, that's what it is. And I'm definitely using Nuvo Drops like I do enamel in terms of the threes together. And I love them. I am obsessed with Nuvo Drops now. Okay. That is going to do it, guys. So, oh, I've just dropped. So please don't forget to check out the description box down below for everybody playing along today. Follow along the Mixed Media Gang, see what we're all up to. It would be lovely if you could. And I'm dropping everything everywhere. I will be back over the weekend. We do have a cybercrop going on over the weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, whereby there's lots of challenges. I will be live. Hopefully I will be well enough for that. In the Hey Little Magpie chat and inspiration group, so please do pop along and join in that. There are some awesome prizes up for grabs that I just know you will all love from Hey Little Magpie. And Hey Little Magpie do now ship internationally, so if you see something there that you really love, you can now get it. And I know Sarah, the owner, really does try hard to get the best deals for you. So thank you so much for watching and bearing with me during my extra faffiness illness. That is our finished layout. Very white spacey for me. Not my favourite layout, but it's okay. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.